Defensive signings that were made yesterday. Arik Armstead had been cut by the 49ers. He goes to Jacksonville on a 3-year deal. DJ Reader, who as of yesterday was the top remaining free agent on Charean's 100 top free agent list because I made him my first-round pick when Sims and I drafted the top remaining free agents. He goes to the Lions on a 2-year deal. Devin White, who had some rocky times with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, was great as a rookie. He's the one that caused the fumble that was recovered by Antoine Winfield Jr. when the Bucs were down 10 to the Saints in the second half of the playoff game, the divisional round, and they were going to go down 13 or 17. Devin White helped turn that around, but he never really seemed to be all that thrilled with Tampa Bay. The failure to give him a long-term deal, he does a 1-year deal. Kam Curl overnight goes from Washington to the Rams. Those are the 4 most recent moves. And, we clearly are in the short-term deal phase of free agency. Devin White taking a 1-year deal. Look, that happens when guy has a number in mind. Agent tells him, this is what we think you're going to get. It's time for the phone to ring, and you don't get it. At some point, you just got to call the shot and take the 1-year deal and try to do it again next year.
Yeah, and Mike, if I start looking at all these, Devin White's probably the one that intrigues me the most because he was a first-round draft pick. He did show something in Tampa early in his career, and then he had all those problems, whatever they were in Tampa, and then last year he struggled with foot and groin injuries. So I still think he can be a really good player. He's a 5th overall pick in 2019. He's only 26 years old. He can rejuvenate his career in Philadelphia, help that defense. He's going to start next to Nakobe Dean. And if those two guys can stay healthy, they could really improve that Eagles defense this season, which they need to do.
Remember, there was that criticism of him in 2022. There was a Thursday night game against the Ravens, and it looked like maybe he was loafing, and he was upset last year. He wanted to be traded. He wanted a contract. They kind of talked him back into the fold, but yeah, at the end of the day, and it's funny because the Buccaneers are doing victory laps because they had a great free agency class because they kept Mike Evans and they kept Baker Mayfield. They didn't even try to keep Devin White. No. And they seem to be shedding no tears that he's moving on. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.